Don't cry and complain about the money. Be the B fighter. Go out there and do what you have to do. Then become the A fighter. And if you possibly can get a victory, then you become the, and then we do a rematch. You could be the A side. Conor McGregor is one of the biggest. Actually, he's the biggest name. He's the second biggest name in the UFC, because I'm the first biggest name in the UFC, because they're always using my name. So I'm the biggest name in the UFC. He's the second biggest name in the UFC, and of course, in boxing, I'm still the biggest name in boxing. But I must say this: the most exciting fighter that's active and fighting in boxing right now is Gervonta Tank Davis.
You're someone who wants to elevate and separate yourself as the man.
Well,
is that in you still waiting?
Well, I think I'm separated now. You know, I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, you know, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. I had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
So is Gervonta Davis that guy?
I truly believe at this particular time, he's one of the guys that can go out there and become a pay-per-view star. I think to become a superstar in this era is a lot easier than the road I had to take over 20 years ago.
You had the hard road. There's
Yes.
the social media now.
Yes.
People have to your videos and what you're doing. You can promote yourself how you want now.
Yes. So, you know, in today's time, you have celebrities and stars that I may never even heard of, but they're rich off of social media. So times have changed, and you have to be able to change with the times.
So what can we UK fans expect from Gervonta Davis?
Oh, Gervonta Davis.
And is Liam Walsh a threat to him?
Say it again?
And is Liam Walsh, is he a threat, a genuine threat?
Any fighter is a threat. Any fighter is a threat. We don't overlook anyone. But at 130, the two biggest hitters, the two heaviest hitters at 130 is under the Mayweather Promotions banner. And one of those guys is Gervonta Tank Davis. We know he has dynamite in both hands, the left hook, the right hand. I mean, and he don't shy away from no competition. He doesn't shy away. As soon as I said, you have a mandatory, we may have to go to UK. You know, he doesn't really say much. He's very, very quiet. He said, I said, do you want to fight? He said, wherever. So same way, same attitude that I had, but when you look at him, when he walks in the room, with me being the person that I am, with me getting to that certain status, with me getting to the pinnacle, when I look at him, when I first seen him, before I even seen him box, he walked in the room, I said, that kid got star written all over him. You can see it. Every fighter may not have it. I mean, every fighter don't have it. Some fighters, you see, they can fight, but they don't have that star attraction. One thing about him, he has star written all over him.
When did you feel like a star? Going back to yourself, when did you have
Oh, me? Oh, man.
I played football, so I had a moment in my life where I thought, you know what, I know I'm a top player, but when was the moment you felt that?
The moment that I felt it, from day one.
From day you stepped in the ring?
No, when I was a kid. I always thought I was a superstar. You know, I was always famous in elementary school, always famous in junior high school, famous in high school. But eventually I had to leave high school to provide for the family, to make sure the family was okay. You know, my mother went through a lot. My dad done time in prison. Mother on drugs. Just ups and downs, a lot of different obstacles. You know, my best friend, one of my best friends at that particular time, he got killed. Then another best friend of mine, you know, a couple years back before the Pacquiao fight, probably a year, I don't know the exact date, but committed suicide on FaceTime with me and, you know, killed his wife, his better half, which I was totally against. And but I've been through a lot of obstacles, and I think that when you go through certain things, they make you stronger for certain reasons. So, you know, with going out there in the Pacquiao fight, I thought about my best friend. He always said, you know, the Pacquiao fight is going to be extremely easy for you, extremely easy. And he wasn't even really a boxing fan. He was a music genius. You know, he wrote a lot of music for a lot of different artists. He can rap, he can write R&B, he can write pop music. So he was a music genius. You know, and he was my friend, and I loved him dearly. But what he did, I was totally against. Even if he wanted to take his own life, then I mean that's your prerogative. But to take a young lady's life that's talented, also like yourself, I was totally against it.
So was boxing escapism for you, or was it because it was in the family? What was it for you?
Boxing is it was something that came. It is something that I was around my whole life. From day one, my dad took me to the gym. Actually, when I first came home from the hospital, when I was a little kid, we lived less than a block from the boxing gym. So boxing is, I mean, to me, it's ABC 1, 2, 3. So easy. I mean, you know, when I face these guys, they're all the same. All I have to do is, once I make one move or get you in a certain position, you're a beat fighter. Instantly, you're a beat fighter.
That's just confidence of a different level. I mean, when I played, I used to watch videos of the striker I was playing against, my opponent.
Yeah, and so even if it's my U.S. fans that's watching online, when he's talking about football, he's talking about what we call soccer, but it's football. I understand because I'm worldwide. So I'm going to call it football because football over here is a lot bigger than the football in the States. I mean, as far as worldwide, football is bigger as far as soccer. So I have to let everyone know that's at home what we're talking about. So we're all on the same page.
But yeah, because we wouldn't be as we don't trash talk like that. We don't trash talk no one. When you came over here, everyone was like, "Who's this guy? What? We know who he is, but he's trash talking our guy Ricky Hatton." And you came over here and produced. And now we got people over here really embracing the trash talk, and I think you brought that back from.
Oh yeah, well.
Did you use that to psych out your opponents, or was it to build yourself up?
No, it's just something that we do. You know, that's something that's heavy within the black community, which is something that's heavy in the urban community. Because certain places they call it the black community, and certain places they call it the urban community. You know, they call it the urban community because they don't really want to say black. Because, you know, because of
the way we are in our society.
Because of racism. You know, we being honest, we can speak. I'm far from racist. I have a very, very diverse team. Very diverse team. I have Asians, Mexican, and even we don't really say white people anymore. We say Caucasian, you know, to water it down. Team is very diverse. But, you know, with me having a diverse team, you know, I have an open mind. And as far as within the like I was saying, within the inner city, we always, when we competing against one another, we're always trash talking. No matter what, we always trash talking. It's something that comes natural. But I feel like when you speak and you don't go out there and back it up, then that's being cocky. It's not being cocky and arrogant if you can go out there and back it up. It's just speaking the truth.
I love that. Well, the live audience, we've got to leave you. Thank you very much for listening. The great man's been here talking. We're going to continue, and we'll see you guys later.
Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to all the fans in England, all the fans in the UK, all the fans in Europe, and I want to thank all the fans around the world for the support. And every country I go to, I have yet to go to a football game. I'm waiting to go to a football game. Eventually, I want to go to one of the biggest football games.
I'm going to bring you to Man United, man. You know Man United? Manchester United?
They said that I had a jersey on one time. They was upset with me. Somebody was upset with me. I don't know what I was wearing. It was around the fight with Ricky Hatton. But I really want to say I want to say thank you to all the fans. I want to thank everybody in the UK. I mean, the fans have been loyal. Thank you for being loyal. And you already know, I represent 3 letters, and that's TMT.
Cool. Right, we'll continue.
Facebook,
Yeah.
If you just carry on.
Okay.
Oh, no problem. Let's go.
Thank you.
We're coming to you live. We're coming to you live, everybody, from behind the scenes. My fighter will be fighting soon. It's the